Hello, 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 and welcome back to Let's Play Horizon Zero Dawn. We are on to the last quest. This will be the finale episode. Now, unfortunately, I did record this once. But the audio was messed up on it. So I had gone through this last bit of the game before already. Gonna drop the sound just a tiny bit. So this is going to be the finale episode. This is the last one. We've got, what do we got for our gear? We've got, we've got our good bows from, the Banuk, Blue Gleam, Merchant. We've got upgraded Israel, Forge Fire, and Storm Slinger. We should probably see if we can find some good so I don't have any good fire damage stuff. Does any of this have fire damage on it? No. Just a bunch of tear and damage. Well, we'll just boost the damage on it, just in case we decide to use it. And then for our outfit, we're still wearing the Shield Weaver. So let's get this bit underway.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. The Eclipse will attack soon, from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Eren knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the City Guard fortify the Western Ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Have you spoken to Blameless Murad?
Not yet, but I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
Okay, I didn't know if I could actually talk to him and talk to him about all the stuff I know. Alright, first things first, let's get some... We're gonna get all our ammo maxed out here, just so we have it ready to go.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge of defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Um... West is this way. Pretty sure there was a... Is it before or after? I'm not gonna go to Olin's just yet. Go. Let's see what we got for... Actually, can we just do this?
different to the sacred land, could it?
Oh, because I've already done this. There's a quest to come talk to everybody. But we'll see. We'll show who else all here. Tabe showed up.
Some Osram girl
We got Uthid and Banasha. Got Petra. Nakoa is here.
Like you said, we'll stop Helix cold. Together.
Geneva. Nil's even here.
killed anyone lately you'd like to talk about?
Nope, it wasn't this way. The ridge is that way. So that's what Hades is after. Is that spire up there? We got some Banuk. Got Airtalk.
Aratak? I didn't expect you to come all this way.
It's true, I am a stranger in this green and snowless land. Aurea forgave the Karja, but I never did. Still, I was compelled to come for my once chieftain. It's good to see you leading again. This young ice hunter seeks to prove herself also. Her spark reminds me of Aurea's in our youth. And I'm proud to take my place behind you on this hunt. A great challenge.
Survive and prevail, right?
There is no other way.
That's nice to see that he's showed up now, because originally I did this before I did the Frozen Wilds DLC, so he wasn't here last time.
From their metal bones, I'll make my armor and my song.
So that's really cool that he shows up. We got Talana.
When you need me, I'll follow your lead.
Here's our Nora. We got Sona with her hunting party.
Impress me. To build so tall is to invite the fate of the ancients.
We got Varl.
Your friend, the Vanguard, keeps looking over.
Got Erend, of course, and his Osram.
What kind of machines have they got?
Big, ugly ones. From the ancients. Ugly and ancient? Like your mother?
Worse, like your wife.
That's enough. This is what I have to deal with.
We gonna fight soon? I'm getting hungry.
You're always hungry.
Feasts on me. After we win.
Beer too?
Beer too.
Okay, I believe that was it for everybody that showed up. Like I said, eventually I can't have the actual conversations with them like I did originally. Anybody up here? No. Alright, so let's go back. Let's go back over and start the finale.
An army at the ridge. Save yourselves. How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you? How did you, Rost, after you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun. Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not wood smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
So many Deathbringers and Corruptors.
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says!
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire!
Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
Peerless!
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
Let's go.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
Don't let it end like this.
Why do you fight?
The shadow demands it.
The end. Accept it. Accept your weakness.
Keep him away!
Bullshit.
Only endless fight.
Bridge can't take much more of this. It's giving way!
What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down!
Ow.
I am chosen. You came from nothing.
Bye.
You will die on nothing. Impossible. I am chosen. This was not meant to be.
None of this was meant to be, Helis. You made it happen. Followed your orders, butchered so many, and for what? To die on your knees, used like a pawn by a power you don't even understand?
You pity me?
Turn your face to the sun.
Alright, where am I going?
Where do you need me?
Take up a cannon on the platform.
Crap, how did I reload?
Here it comes. Better move.
Oh, that's how. Ow.
Gotta get to another platform. repair.
Grab some more herbs real quick.
Raise arms again. West.
Come on now. Incoming. Gotta drop it and move. Good hit. It's taking a shot at me.
Oh, there's another Deathbringer out there.
Here it comes. Better move.
Now, now. Sure I do.
Aloy! Aloy!
Teb?
By all mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they...
No. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Teb. I've gotta go.
I was at 5 hit points.
This is where I belong, Aloy. But the spire calls to you.
God, I found this.
Don't really need to be looting all this stuff. Old habits die hard.
I'll find a use for you.
We'll be looting this, so sure we have all the healing we can get. Matter of fact, I'm gonna switch over to all healing potions as well.
It's begun. Hades is transmitting.
Run, kid. Why are you guys standing there staring and wondering what it is? It's already consuming all the biofuel.
If Hades has started the signal, it must have gotten through the defenses. Lenora. Aaron's vanguard. I have to get up there.
Yeah, it's right there. Can you not? The heck?
Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. Knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
It's Aloy! Well, you can see that. We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
It's my fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right? Right.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
I should stock up. Last chance.
Arrival of Entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of Entity has been accounted for.
Yeah. All right. Let's go, Bubba. Oh, they're closed again. Oh, oh.
More of them on the way.
Take them out first!
Okay, you want to get off me there, buddy? Oh boy. You just will not get off my butt, will you?
Aloy! Don't let them overrun you!
Yeah, well, if you guys were helping a lot better.
We've got time. Okay. Still got time.
Thanks for the support.
You can't rely on Oseram steel.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Oh. That was a great story. We're gonna let the credits play. Yeah, this story was definitely up there in my top story-driven RPGs. The slowly learning what's going on, like not just given all the information at once. About why the machines are there and why everybody's back to a primitive state, pretty much. Knowing that, I guess in the DLC, learning that Ted had been actually a good person. And that he'd actually helped save the world, or he was deemed a savior but then he went and started making war machines, and war machines that could refuel off biomass and then self-replicate. And then I'm guessing Hades was Hades the original virus that severed the ties of command, so the machines only answered to themselves? That's my question. I don't remember if I learned that or not. I would assume so. And then learning that everything on Earth was completely wiped barren. And that Gaia was created with subfunctions. So all the different machines were actually out to help rebuild and repopulate the world with, you know, plant life and recultivate, and the humans were cloned from DNA samples, I'm guessing, to repopulate the world. I don't know if there were any original humans left. Because that'd be weird if it was just... Because if everybody was cloned into an infant state and had to grow up, who raised them, who raised the first ones? But yeah, combat in the game, so fun. Just the concept of the game being basically a post-apocalyptic world, but being like a early like a tribal game almost, where everybody started out as, you know, using bows and arrows and leathers, and they didn't have the technology or didn't know how to use the technology because, well, Ted Faro, again, apparently had wiped all of history because he didn't want humans making the same mistakes they did, so he basically wiped all the information out that was supposed to be passed on. So that's why everybody started out in a primitive or more primitive state. Feel free to leave in the comments if I'm missing anything, or, you know, got anything wrong. Just point out your thoughts. Yeah, this game was, I played this game on hard. It was decently challenging, especially when I kept going into big fights with very little preparation, barely any healing. I've done that a couple times. And so it took me a while to beat, you know, certain machines. because of lack of, you know, herbs in my healing pouch and potions. And but that's on me. That's, you know, should have been more prepared in some situations. Probably would have been easier if I, you know, if I went up against machines knowing what elements they were using, because there were machines where I knew what elements they were using, and, you know, wrapped different armors with different resistances and had resistance potions. And the DLC was also really good. Really good story on the DLC. It wasn't super long. It was quite a few hours, though, that I put into it. The only thing I didn't finish in the DLC, I think, is just the trial. The hunting trial. Which I may, you know, just as a short bonus clip or something, try and record later and just do it in as a bonus clip at the end of the, you know, list. And then maybe filling out the rest of the trophies, the PlayStation trophies for the Frozen Wilds, which I think most of them are just like, you know, killing so many frost claws and killing a certain amount of each of the new machines and stuff like that. Because we did all, I got all the collectibles, all the blue gleam spots, all the dye, all the animal figures. So I think most of the trophies left were just reaching the level 60, which we actually just did in this last replay of the last quest here. And then killing all the machines. And then we just have the New Game Plus with the we have what? New Game Plus with ultra hard difficulty, I think, are the other two trophies. Which, you know, I might eventually later on down the line, quite a ways down the line, I might actually do a New Game Plus playthrough on ultra hard. That would just be, I wouldn't do any of the side quests. I would just do the main story quest for that. I believe there was another cutscene after these credits. Yeah, so when I originally did the game, I beat the main story and then did the DLC. But unfortunately slash fortunately, the audio was messed up on the recording for the last quest. So that's why I just redid it. But yeah, that allowed me to put it after the DLC. Because when I originally did it beforehand and then played the DLC, it didn't make sense to the story. To come after doing the main quest. So that just allowed me to bump it back, because I usually record multiple videos in one sitting. So having to re-record it allowed me to bump it back past the DLC, or after the DLC was done. Which makes for a more congruent story. And then after this game, I will probably be going right into Forbidden West, my first time playthrough. That one I probably will scale down the difficulty on. As much fun as it was going through hard difficulty on here, I think I'll probably play through it on normal. Just to be able to get through it. And get the story and focus more on the story and stuff. There are some other games that I have planned coming up in the works, probably after Forbidden West. I have Shadow of the Colossus ready to go. I've never played that, never seen any gameplay from it. Heard that was a great game. So that's one I plan on playing through. Probably I already have Mass Effect 2. But I plan on playing through all 3 games of Mass Effect on the Legendary Edition. Playing the same Shepard all the way through. as well as I have all of the Far Cry games. A lot of the Far Cry games I'd like to play through. A lot of them or a few of them I've already beaten. And I'm not sure what else. There's quite a few games. But I still do plan on only focusing on 2 games at once. One is probably going to be a bigger story-driven game, RPG style. The other one, like right now, we're doing PC Building Simulator. It's pretty much just going to be that, just kind of like a chill, just kind of relax. Don't really have to think about much. Well, that's not true on that game because you gotta, you know, figure out how and what to put in a PC and the parts being compatible and stuff like that. But it's not a heavy, you know, have to pay attention to a story or anything like that. Don't know what will really be after PC Building Simulator. I don't know how long. I think the story does kind of end because I think each email is kind of like a little story. You get so many jobs from the same person and it kind of just builds on each other until you get the final email saying, hey, you know, thank you, this is done or whatever. But I think they said around level 30. It's just about kind of where the story kind of finishes in that, but we'll see when we get there. I'm not sure what kind of cozy game will come after that. Might just do a house flipper game or something and just do like each video will be just one of the jobs. We do eventually have the I won't do it right after PC Building Simulator, but we do have the PC Building Simulator IT expansion, as well as PC Building Simulator 2, which I also have. We also have the kind of like little cozy farming games we could do. We have Stardew Valley. Could do that. Could do Sunhaven. Could do Coral Island. But I will figure that out as I get closer to the end of where I think the end of where I'd want to, because I don't think PC Building Simulator really would have an end. I think it'd just be kind of a you know, this is a good place to stop it type deal. Oh man, these credits do go for a while, don't they? I'd skip it, but I don't know how much it'll skip. I don't know if it'll skip right to the cutscene or if it'll just cut out the cutscene. So that's why I'm kind of hesitant on skipping these credits.
friend, remember me. We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
Alright, so Hades is not gone. Congratulations on defeating Hades and protecting Gaia's dream of an Earth reborn. The state of the world has been restored to just before the looming shadow prior to the final battle for Meridian. You keep all loot and experience from your successful playthrough. Additionally, New Game Plus has been unlocked, granting the option to play the game again from the beginning with all the loot and skills you have accumulated throughout this playthrough. A New Game Plus loadout of your current inventory and skills has been created. To play in this mode, simply choose the New Game Plus option in the main menu. You can also create new loadouts via the pause menu in the game. Thank you for playing the Horizon team. Alright, so Hades is not gone. Silence now has Hades. And it looks like he's heading back to the Metal Devil. So I'm assuming that's what's going to be taking place in Horizon Forbidden West. But that is it for this episode. That is it for this story. I want to thank you for watching. It is very much appreciated. And I'll see you next time in the Forbidden West. Till then, take care.